Welcome, dear viewers. Today, we delve into a story that not only shook Dallas, but also left an indelible mark on the collective memory of the entire state of Texas. Before us unfolds a drama intertwining the most powerful human emotions, love and hate, loyalty and betrayal. This is the narrative of Darlene Gentry, a woman whose fate took an unexpected and tragic turn. We'll trace the journey of a young, attractive woman whose life seemed to embody the American dream, only to transform into a veritable nightmare in the blink of an eye. Prepare yourselves for a tale that will not leave you indifferent and may cause you to view many aspects of human relationships in a new light. Together, let's follow this complex path, from happiness to tragedy, and attempt to unravel the mystery. How could someone who once inspired universal admiration end up in the defendant's chair? Let's begin our investigation. Darlene Gentry was born in 1974 in the heart of Texas, and it seemed as if fate itself had destined her to be in the spotlight. From an early age, the girl demonstrated exceptional social skills and natural charm, which helped her effortlessly win the affection of those around her. Her radiant smile and open personality acted like a magnet, attracting people of all ages. Darlene's school years became a true triumph of her charisma and popularity. She quickly earned a reputation as the most vibrant and attractive girl in school, easily finding common ground with both classmates and teachers. Her natural beauty combined with her friendly nature did not go unnoticed. Darlene won a convincing victory in the Miss Charm contest, cementing her status as the queen of the school. However, the real apotheosis of her school popularity came when Darlene was elected prom queen. This title not only affirmed her position as the most desirable girl in school but also became a symbolic beginning of her adult life, which everyone expected to be as bright and successful as her youth. After a brilliant high school graduation, Darlene Gentry decided to continue her education at the prestigious Texas College in Waco. She chose dentistry, a promising and respected profession that seemed to perfectly align with her ambitions and desire to help people. Darlene's college life was vibrant and full. She quickly integrated into her new environment, becoming one of the most notable figures on campus. Her natural charm and quick wit helped her not only in her studies, but also in building new relationships. It was in college that the fateful meeting with Keith occurred, a young man who captured Darlene's heart. Their romance developed rapidly and passionately, as often happens in youth. It seemed that this relationship was the beginning of a long and happy life together. However, after graduation, the couple faced a serious test. Keith, by his own admission, felt that he hadn't sown his wild oats. He wasn't ready for the serious commitment that Darlene expected. This led to a painful breakup, which became the girl's first major disappointment in adult life. Not wanting to remain in a place filled with memories of a failed relationship, Darlene made the bold decision to start fresh. She moved to Dallas, a big city full of opportunities and prospects. Darlene was determined to build a new life, realize her potential, and possibly find new love. This move marked an important stage in Darlene's life, the transition from carefree youth to adulthood with all its challenges and opportunities. Dallas was to be her new beginning, a chance to prove herself and achieve the heights she had always dreamed of. A year after their breakup, fate brought Darlene and Keith back together. Keith, having come to terms with his feelings and possibly experiencing a period of freedom, returned to Darlene intending to rekindle their relationship. Their reunion was emotional and full of hope for a shared future. In 1999, the couple decided to solidify their relationship through marriage. The wedding was a joyous and vibrant event, symbolizing the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. After the ceremony, the newlyweds moved to Robinson, a small town in Texas, where they planned to build their family nest. Darlene and Keith's family life quickly filled with new responsibilities and joys. The couple had 3 sons. Keith provided for the family by working at an energy company, while Darlene devoted herself to raising the children and managing the household. However, despite outward appearances of well-being, cracks began to appear in the couple's relationship. Keith's frequent work-related absences, the stress of raising 3 children, and the routine of daily life gradually took their toll on their marriage. the atmosphere at home became increasingly tense. Recognizing the deterioration of their family situation, in 2004, Keith decided to change his career. He took an office job, hoping it would allow him to spend more time with his family and strengthen his relationships with his wife and children. This step demonstrated his desire to preserve the family and his willingness to change for the sake of their collective well-being. Despite these efforts, the question remained open: could this change in Keith's life truly mend the situation and restore harmony to their family relationships? Or would the problems accumulated over years of marriage prove too deep to be resolved by a mere job change? The 9th of November 2005 was a fateful date in the life of the Gentry family. On this day, when most people were just beginning to wake up and prepare for a new day, tragedy struck the Gentry home. Around 6 a.m., while the city was still shrouded in pre-dawn twilight, 911 received a disturbing call. On the other end of the line was an excited female voice. It was Darlene Gentry. She told the dispatcher the shocking news: her husband, Keith Gentry, had been shot and killed. Emergency responders immediately dispatched an ambulance crew and police patrol to the scene. Upon arrival, paramedics found Keith in critical condition. Despite their swift action and attempts to stabilize his condition, Keith was rushed to the intensive care unit of a nearby hospital. Doctors fought for Keith's life, applying all available methods of intensive care. However, despite the best efforts of the medical staff, Keith could not be saved. The wound was too serious and he died without regaining consciousness. In parallel with medical measures, the Dallas police began a thorough investigation of the incident. Detectives began examining the crime scene, collecting evidence and interviewing possible witnesses. As the investigation progressed, details began to surface that caused police to take a fresh look at the situation. Soon after the investigation began, investigators' suspicions began to center around Darlene Gentry herself. A number of inconsistencies in her testimony, some evidence found at the crime scene, and other factors led Darlene to go from being a witness to being the prime suspect in the murder of her own husband. This tragedy not only cut short the life of Keith Gentry, but also drastically changed the fate of the entire family. 3 young boys were suddenly deprived of their father, and their mother found herself at the center of a criminal investigation, which was to answer the main question: what really happened on that fateful morning of the 9th of November 2005? Darlene claimed it was all due to a burglar who broke into their home in the early hours of the morning. However, as the investigation progressed, Dallas police discovered a number of inconsistencies in her testimony and the evidence collected. Forensic experts found that the safe containing the weapons had not been broken into, as would be expected in a robbery, but had been opened with a key. This raised the first serious questions for the investigators. When the scene was examined, it was discovered that all the weapons from the safe were in the backyard of the house, except for one gun, a .22 caliber revolver. The absence of this particular weapon drew particular attention from the police. In addition, Darlene's behavior immediately after the incident alerted the police officers who arrived on the scene. They noted that she showed no signs of the severe emotional distress that would be expected in such a situation. Moreover, the officers testified that Darlene did not actively attempt to administer first aid to her injured husband until the ambulance arrived. These facts, taken together, led investigators to question the robbery theory and to look more closely at Darlene's own role in the tragedy. The investigation into the Darlene Gentry case took a decisive turn when police found key evidence in a rubbish bin outside the family home. Among the items found were latex gloves and a .22 caliber bullet casing. What made these finds particularly significant was that they contained traces of Darlene's DNA, which significantly bolstered investigators' suspicions. Based on this evidence and other evidence gathered, the police decided to arrest Darlene Gentry. She was charged with the murder of her husband. However, the situation took an unexpected turn when Keith's parents, despite the gravity of the charges, decided to pay her bail. Due to this, Darlene was temporarily released pending trial. While on remand, Darlene took actions that only increased the suspicions of the police. She attempted to purchase a piece of land with a pond, intending to fill in the body of water. This led investigators to suspect that Darlene was attempting to dispose of evidence. The police, acting on these suspicions, conducted a thorough search of the pond and found a revolver in the water, presumably the same weapon used to kill Keith. To conclusively incriminate Darlene, law enforcement organized an ambush near the pond. During this operation, they were able to videotape Darlene searching for something in the water, presumably trying to find the hidden weapon. This new evidence and the video significantly strengthened the prosecution's case by providing strong evidence of Darlene's involvement in her husband's murder and her attempts to hide evidence of the crime. In February 2007, Darlene Gentry's trial came to an end. The court found her guilty of murdering her husband and handed down a harsh sentence of 60 years in prison. The verdict was the culmination of a long and complex investigation that shook the Dallas community. The consequences of this crime were devastating for the entire family. Gentry's 3 sons were placed in the custody of Keith's parents. The court, given the severity of the crime, decided to ban Darlene from any contact with the children to protect their mental health. This tragic story illustrates how greed and the desire for profit can destroy even outwardly prosperous families. It makes us think about the value of human relationships and the high price we sometimes have to pay for rash actions. The case of Darlene Gentry is a stark lesson in the importance of honesty and fidelity in family relationships. Thank you for taking the time to watch our video to the end. We hope this story made you think about the value of family relationships and the importance of honesty in our lives. If you enjoyed the video, please support us by giving us a like and a subscribe. This will help our channel grow and create more interesting content for you. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss new episodes about the most intriguing crime stories. We are always happy to know what you think, so please share your thoughts and impressions in the comments below the video. Your feedback is very important to us and helps us make our content even better. See you in the next episodes. Take care of yourself and your loved ones.